Tales of the Wolves. As the wolves howl at the moon, let your inner wild free. The wolves are a force to be reckoned with because of their ferocious resolve and unbreakable group mentality. Prepare yourself to hear the call of the wild with the wolves and to join the pack. Welcome to the Animal Channel, the one channel for all the interesting animal facts around the globe. Ready to dive in? Let's go. Every single living creature on Earth has its own scientific name, which is made up of two Latin words that are usually italicized. In writing, the initial letter of the genus, the first component of the name, is usually capitalized, but not the first letter of the species, the second component. So Canis lupus is the official scientific name for the gray wolf. This naming technique, known as binary nomenclature, is universal and enables speakers of many languages to discuss the same species without difficulty. Scientific names frequently serve as descriptions and provide information about the relationships between various species. Common names, in contrast to scientific names, are not always unique and vary by culture and location. As an illustration, a gray wolf living in a forest may be referred to as a wood wolf, whereas a gray wolf living on the tundra may be referred to as a tundra wolf. There are 35 extant species in the canid family. In North America, 8 of these species can be found. Among these North American species are Arctic foxes, red foxes, gray foxes, kit foxes, quick foxes, and red wolves. The 8 species can be divided into the following 3 broad groups: wolves, coyotes, and foxes. Coyotes, the majority of mature wolves are smaller than coyotes or Canis latrans. They are tough creatures with higher population levels and a considerably wider range than wolves. Coyotes are able to adapt to change and tolerate human encroachment to a high degree. Coyotes are frequently referred to as brush wolves or prairie wolves by people. But coyotes are not wolves. Similar to how foxes and wolves are different species, coyotes and wolves belong to the same family Canidae in genus Canis. Coyotes have suffered persecution due to their predatory tendencies, just like wolves. They still live well despite being captured and murdered in predator control efforts across North America. Foxes are as adaptable to human life as coyotes. Foxes belong to the Canidae family, along with wolves and coyotes, however they are not the same genus. About 3/4 of the United States is home to the gray and red foxes, Eurocyon cinerio argenteus and Vulpes vulpes, respectively. Swift, Vulpes, Veloz, and Kit. Only a limited part of the western United States is home to Vulpes macrotis foxes. Alopex lagopus, often known as Arctic foxes, are found in northern Canada, Alaska, and remote parts of Greenland. Wolves, the canid family's largest members, are wolves. It is from this species that domestic dogs descended. In the past, wolves were the most prevalent wild terrestrial mammal. They occupied the majority of the territory in the northern hemisphere. They currently only occupy about 2/3 of their previous range globally and only about 5 to 8% of the contiguous 48 states because of habitat degradation and human persecution. There are numerous climates and environments where wolves can be found. The sort of morphology, or physical traits, exhibited in gray wolves residing in different geographical areas can occasionally be noticed as a result of these environmental variances. These variations can occasionally distinguish various types, or subspecies, of gray wolves worldwide. However, these various categories are so arbitrary that over time, scientists have differed on whether or not there are 24 such subspecies in North America alone. Although most current employees accept 5, a recent piece combined those into 4. There are 5 subspecies of gray wolves in North America: the Mexican wolf, Canis lupus baili, the Great Plains wolf, Canis lupus nobilis, the Arctic wolf, Canis lupus arctos, the Northwestern wolf, Canis lupus occidentalis, the Great Plains wolf, Canis lupus occidentalis, and the Eastern timber wolf, Canis lupus lycaon, which the variations between all of these suggested types are actually so slight as to be useless to everyone but a few professionals. Only a small portion of coastal North Carolina harbors red wolves. They are a unique species of wolf to North America. They act in the same social and predatory ways as gray wolves. The wolf is the most adapted member of the Canis genus for cooperative game hunting, as evidenced by its physical adaptations for taking on huge prey, its tendency to be more sociable, and its highly developed expressive behavior, including individual or group howling. It moves in nuclear families made up of a mated pair and their children. Upon reaching sexual maturity and in reaction to intrapack competition for food, offspring may depart to establish their own packs. Because wolves are territorial, fighting over territory is one of the main reasons they die. The wolf is primarily a carnivore that consumes smaller animals, livestock, carrion, and trash in addition to huge, wild creatures with hooves. Large packs often hunt less successfully than lone wolves or mated pairs. Wolves may be infected by pathogens and parasites, particularly the rabies virus. The International Union for Conservation of Nature estimated that there were 300,000 wild wolves worldwide in 2003 and rated them as being of least concern, IUCN. Due to their attacks on livestock, wolves have a long history of conflict with people. On the other hand, in some agrarian and hunter-gatherer tribes, they are revered. Wolves have long been pursued and hated in pastoral communities. The wolf is regarded as the domestic dog's ancestor as well. Although wolves are feared in many human communities, the bulk of documented assaults on humans have been attributed to rabid animals. Because wolves are scarce, live far from humans, and have grown wary of people as a result of their interactions with hunters, farmers, ranchers, and shepherds, wolf attacks on humans are uncommon. Winter coat of the wolf is extremely thick and fluffy, with a short undercoat and long, coarse guard hairs. In the spring, the majority of the undercoat and some guard hairs are lost, and they grow back in the fall. The back has the longest hairs, especially on the neck and front quarters. On the shoulders, particularly long hairs develop and practically form a crest on the upper region of the neck. On the cheeks, there are tufts of long hair. Short hairs cover the ears, which protrude from the fur. From the elbows down to the calcaneal tendons, the limbs have short, elastic, and densely spaced hairs. The winter fur has excellent cold resistance. Wolves living in colder climates can lie down in the open and remain comfortable at temperatures as low as 40 degrees Celsius 104 degrees Fahrenheit by tucking their muzzles between their back legs and hiding their faces with their tails. When heated breath condenses against it, wolf fur does not gather ice, making it a superior insulator than dog fur. The wolf can decrease blood flow close to its skin in cold climates to maintain body heat. Where the pads come into contact with ice and snow, the foot pad's temperature is controlled separately from the rest of the body and is kept just above the tissue freezing threshold. The fur is rougher and sparser in warm areas than it is in wolves from the north. In general, female wolves age with the smoothest overall coats and tend to have furrier limbs than males. On the tip of the tail, along the nose, and on the forehead of older wolves, there are typically more white hairs. Lactating females retain their winter fur the longest, although experiencing minor hair loss near their teats. The guard hairs on a wolf's body define the color of its coat. Typically, wolves have hair that is a mixture of white, brown, gray, and black. The ochreous, yellow to orange, and rusty ochreous, orange/red/brown, colors of the Eurasian wolf's coat are combined with light gray. The lips, cheeks, chin, and throat are white, while the muzzle is a light ochreous gray color. A reddish coating covers the top of the head, the forehead, the area under and between the eyes, and the area between the eyes and ears. It has an ochreous neck. With black hair tips on the shoulders, upper chest, and back of the body, the long, black hairs along the back form a broad stripe. Wolves are sociable creatures. Its populations are made up of packs and lone wolves, the majority of which are momentarily alone while they separate from packs to start new ones or join existing ones. The nuclear family, which consists of a mated pair and their children, is the fundamental social unit of the wolf. 8 wolves make up the typical pack in North America, while 5.5 wolves do so in Europe. The typical pack in Eurasia consists of a family of 8 wolves, 2 adults, 3 youngsters, and 1 yearling, yet there are known instances of very large packs that can have up to 42 wolves. When a pack member dies, cortisol levels in wolves considerably increase, indicating stress. As a result of calving or migration, wolf packs may briefly converge during periods of abundant prey. Large packs normally have lower hunting success rates than lone wolves or mated pairs. Solitary wolves have occasionally been seen to kill large game like moose, bison, and muskoxen on their own. Contrary to popular opinion, larger packs do not benefit from coordinated hunting to take down huge prey. The number of pups that survived the previous winter, adult survival, and the rate at which wolves disperse from the pack all affect the size of a wolf hunting pack. 4 wolves is the ideal pack size for hunting elk, and a big pack size is better for bison. Some people keep wolves and wolf-dog hybrids as exotic pets. Wolves and domestic dogs are closely related, but wolves do not exhibit the same tractability as dogs when coexisting with humans. Wolves are typically less obedient to human demands and more likely to act aggressively. A person is more likely to be fatally mauled by a pet wolf or wolf-dog hybrid than by a dog. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, like and comment below. Turn on the notification bell to stay updated with our latest videos.